Karnataka's Rural Development Minister K.S. Eshwarappa, who's in the eye of the storm following allegations of corruption and his role in a contractor's suicide, will be tendering his resignation today. Eshwarappa is the second BJP minister to resign in a span of 2.5 years of the BJP rule in Karnataka. The opposition has been mounting pressure on the Karnataka government and has been protesting in the state, demanding a court-monitored probe.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ಏನು ಅಪರಾಧ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಫೇರ್ ಆಗಿ ಎನ್ಕ್ವೈರಿ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಅಧಿಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಅಡಚಣೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ನೀಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಒತ್ತಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ
ಸರ್. ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವ ಸರ್, ನನಗೇನು
ಸರ್ ಹೈಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಒತ್ತಡ ಹಾಕ್ತು?
ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅವರೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ಒತ್ತಡ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಯಂ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ರಾಜೀನಾಮೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
Neha is joining us for more details here. Neha, what are the latest developments? We understand Eshwarappa is supposed to tender his resignation today.
That's right, Avni. The latest that we had was that Minister K.S. Eshwarappa is likely to tender his resignation today. He announced it last evening in a press briefing. It's important now to remember that even as he is resigning, there are several senior leaders in the BJP who are still backing him, calling him innocent and saying that he would be reinstated to the cabinet. But what remains to be seen right now is two main aspects. The first on whether he would in fact be called in for questioning and whether he would thoroughly be interrogated and an impartial probe would be conducted, and also the second in fact as to whether the Karnataka government would investigate the charges not only against him but also in fact against all of those other ministers who have been named by the Contractors Association. Now, on the first aspect of whether he would in fact be interrogated, and as the Congress party in Karnataka has been demanding his arrest and also that a case of prevention of corruption be booked against him, as these are both heinous crimes. We'll have to wait and see what the police does, but what we do understand at least so far is that he hasn't been questioned at all. Now, the second aspect of things, which is the larger problem at hand and which is now, in fact, opened up a Pandora's box in the state of Karnataka, is the allegations, the damaging claims that have been levelled by the Contractors Association, where they've said that at least 8 to 10 sitting ministers have been collecting commission from the Contractors Association, which has now left them high and dry. It's quite unfortunate that this entire, series of events possibly now could have been avoided, because let's tell you that the Contractors Association and Santosh, the deceased over here, had already made a mention of this and come out in the open with these allegations a few months before Santosh actually died by suicide. So that's of course one aspect, and the family of Santosh over here is still firm on their decision that they want Minister K.S. Eshwarappa to be arrested. So it's not only the opposition but the family also, and the pressure now continues to mount on the Karnataka government. We'll have to wait and see. Tomorrow is an important day in the state of Karnataka. The BJP state executive meeting would be underway. National Party President J.P. Nadda also would be in fact, Ballari district in Hospet, where the meeting is underway. Whether we're likely to see the Congress now protesting over there, they did announce that they have launched a statewide agitation now across, all the districts of Karnataka. 9 teams of the Congress, in fact, that have been formed would be touring across the state and trying to, sort of understand exactly where the grievances are and how much the corruption is deep-rooted. Now, also it's important that, yes, the Congress has openly come out and said that they would in fact be launching a protest tomorrow in Ballari district, possibly at the same time that the state executive meeting is underway. So some drama expected over there. But just merely sticking to this issue now of the investigation, the chief minister over here hasn't divulged much but only gone on to, sort of trade barbs over here and bring up cases of when the Congress was in power. We'll have to wait and see whether an impartial probe is conducted into this. And like the Congress had demanded over here, we'll also have to wait and see whether the case is, of course, handed over and whether it is done under the supervision of a Supreme Court judge or a High Court judge.
All right, Neha, thank you so much for getting us all of those details.